This is a Fonzie Studio podcast. Welcome to Tales from the First Nations. I'm Jay Idle, and every week I'll share with you a tale and ancient wisdom of the native tribes of North America. I'll be joined by my cats, Dawa and Fonzie, who will undoubtedly make their presence known at some point, so I might as well just list them as co-hosts. We hope you'll enjoy the tales and wisdom, raise your vibration, and enrich your life with us every week. Greetings, friends. I'm Jay Idle. Welcome back to the 17th episode of Tales from the First Nations. And I'm releasing this as a bonus episode because I couldn't find a real story of substance to offer you. I just found a lot of information that I wanted to share. See, last weekend I was in my favorite park with my friends Mark and Maz. They're both from the Isle of Wight in the UK, and they love nature as much as I do. Well, while we were walking through the trees, we found this beautiful lake, and the lake was extremely active with dragonflies. Dragonflies are such cool little creatures, and it was fun to admire them while they were dancing on the water. My friend Mark asked if there were any Native American tales about dragonflies, and I told him that I'd have to look and see if I could find out. Well, it turns out I did find a few interesting stories, but I can only find summaries of them and not full stories. So, since it's a little different than the other episodes, I decided to just make this a bonus episode. Get a little more fun in your week, right? Well, before we get started on that, let's look at what dragonflies symbolize when you see them, because some of them are really great. There's a lot of superstitions that are associated with dragonflies. They say that if you see swarms of dragonflies, it means that rain is on the way. They also say that if you see them flying high, it will be a heavy rain, and flying low means a light rain. In some cultures, dragonflies represent good luck or prosperity, so it would be wise to make a wish when you see a dragonfly, because it just might come true. Fishermen used to use them as an indicator of good fishing grounds. Plenty of dragonflies meant that there's plenty of fish around, and if a dragonfly hovered near the fisherman, then it was seen as a good luck sign. A dragonfly landing on their fishing pole brought success while fishing, and a further belief claims that the color of the dragonflies can actually indicate which fish are biting. In many different spiritual practices, the dragonfly acts as a messenger between the worlds. They teach those who see them to go with the flow, but seeing one in your dreams can be a warning. If a dragonfly lands on you, you will hear good news from someone you care about. Seeing a dead dragonfly means that you will hear sad news. Now, if you catch a dragonfly, that means that you will marry within the year. So if you're out there searching for your soulmate, you know what to do this weekend. In Japan, the dragonfly is a symbol of good luck, and the red dragonfly is seen as sacred. One of the reasons that dragonflies are so beloved in Japan is due to a legend about the 21st emperor, whose name I will really butcher here, Yuryaka Tenvo. While he was out hunting, an insect bit his arm. Now, some legends say it was a horsefly, others a mosquito. Either way, a dragonfly appeared and ate the insect, rescuing the emperor from further harm. So that's quite a good friend to have there. Now, in China, dragonflies are good luck and represent harmony because they're believed to be the soul of the dragon. Now, while this all sounds wonderful, they're not seen favorably everywhere. It was not advisable to fall asleep outside in Iowa because people believed the dragonfly might sew together your fingers or toes. That sounds horrifying. In one German origin story, a vicious princess rode around her kingdom with merry abandon, and one day she encountered a small man who tried to speak with her, and she ordered him to get out of her way. He didn't listen, and she just rode right over him. Well, the little man cursed her to always be joined to her horse, and she and her horse became one, transformed into the dragonfly. One of the Romanian tales has the devil trying to cross a lake, and a fisherman refused to carry him on his boat, so the devil adopts the form of a winged insect to fly across, and he takes the form of what we now know as a dragonfly, and henceforth dragonflies exist. Now, in Sweden, dragonflies were more of an omen of tragedy or injury. Many believed that they were on the outlook for bad souls, so having one hover near you meant that it was weighing your soul in judgment. And one particularly dark belief claimed that dragonflies sewed shut the eyes of naughty children or liars. Ooh, creepy, right? But, while our European friends might have a dim view of the dragonfly, our Native American friends had a much brighter outlook. Whew. Dragonflies appear in Navajo sand paintings, where images show them near water. They represent the water's purity. There are also common emblems on Navajo necklaces and Zuni pottery. They associate the dragonfly with transformation and adaptability. In one story, a water-dwelling nymph transforms into a beautiful dragonfly. This story represents strongly and demonstrates for us our own power to change and grow. It reminds us that we too have the ability to transform ourselves and adapt to new circumstances. The dragonfly is also considered a messenger between the physical and spiritual realms. Native Americans believed that the dragonfly carries messages from the spirits and connects us here in the human world to the divine. It's believed that encountering a dragonfly is a sign of divine intervention and guidance, urging individuals to pay attention to their surroundings and seek spiritual enlightenment. In some tribes, the dragonfly is associated with water and is considered a protector of the precious resource. Native Americans believe that the dragonfly's presence near water it signifies the purity and vitality of these ecosystems, and they view the dragonfly as a guardian of that ecosystem, ensuring the well-being and balance of the natural world. Now, coming up with a tale for today was difficult because I couldn't find any story in its entirety. I could only find summaries of various stories. There's the one I mentioned earlier about the water-dwelling nymph that changed into a dragonfly, but there are others. One legend involves the dragonfly serving as a protector of children, watching over them and ensuring their safety. Another legend portrays the dragonfly as a bringer of rain, with its appearance signaling the arrival of much-needed rainfall. But unfortunately, I couldn't find more details to any of those stories than what I've already shared with you. I had the most luck in diving into a tale commonly associated with various tribes in the southwestern U.S., such as the Navajo and Zuni tribes. They have numerous stories featuring a coyote as a trickster, and this story brings that trickster coyote face to face with a dragon. They believe that the dragonfly was once a beautiful dragon that had scales like a dragonfly's wings. He was full of wisdom, and he flew through the night bringing light with its breath. However, he met the coyote, and the coyote tricked the dragon into changing its form into the shape of a dragonfly. In the legend, the coyote is known for being a clever and cunning trickster, and the story goes that the coyote approached the dragon and praised its abilities to shapeshift. The coyote challenged the dragon to transform into various forms, each one more impressive than the last. The dragon, eager to show off its powers, accepted the challenge and transformed into many creatures. Finally, the coyote suggested that the dragon try becoming something small and delicate, like a dragonfly. The dragon, confident in its abilities, transformed into a dragonfly. However, once he did, the coyote used its trickery to prevent the dragon from changing back into its original form. Thus, the dragon remained a dragonfly, symbolizing transformation and the fleeting nature of life. This story highlights the theme of change, illusion, and the cleverness of the coyote, which are common in many Native American myths. So while I couldn't give you much of a story today, I hope that I gave you a little appreciation for the dragonfly. So next time you see one, be happy. It holds significant spiritual meaning for the Native Americans, serving as a source of guidance and inspiration in personal growth and self-discovery. And this powerful symbol encourages embracing change, recognizing one's true potential, and developing a stronger connection to the spiritual world. I put today's episode out as a bonus episode, and I hope that you will appreciate the coolness of the dragonfly. I offer my thanks to you for joining me on my journey and on this podcast. For more great stories and legends, check out the Jaguar Bird channel on YouTube. There's a lot of wonderful content there. And of course, you can join me here next week for another story on Tales from the First Nations. I'm Jay Idle, and I will talk to you next time. The theme music is provided by my dear friend Scott Brocklesby, and our podcast image is provided by Mark Lawton. We shall see you next time. All right, that's it. How'd we do, Dawa?
Awesome.
Phones? Excellent. Then I'll share it.